making another video again. It's been like about 10 months since the last one, and you can clearly see that this cage is way too small for a hamster. It's an aquarium, I think it's like around 300 square inches that I put the hamster in whenever I'm cleaning or redoing the normal cage instead of putting the hamster in a carrier. Lotus passed away in summer, and I also had another hamster named Daydream. She was a dwarf who I got when she was over a year old from someone who was moving, and she only lived a few more months after that, and she was in a D12. I'm getting another hamster within the next few months, and the hamster is gonna live in the stuva, so the cage that Lotus had, and I'm moving it to the room where I currently have the D12, and I'm moving the D12 because I'm only gonna have one hamster. I'm currently in the process of washing and cleaning all of the hamster supplies I have, and I've done the majority of them, but I'm missing some. So later this week or something, I'm going to move the cage here, and the bedding is arriving next week, I think. So sometime then I can start setting the cage up, and after that, whenever the time fits, I'm getting a hamster. I'm not sure if I'm getting a dwarf or a Syrian, but I think I want a Syrian, but I'm gonna get whichever needs to be rehomed. I'm all out of paper bedding, so I only had mostly wooden bedding, and Suplas also stopped selling paper bedding, so I had to order more gypsy because I don't have a store close to me that I can get paper bedding from, so we're gonna have to do with that. And I'm also struggling a bit to make everything fit because I wanted to fit in more than there is space for, which is one of the reasons why this is a way too small cage. The checkered platform is missing 2 legs, and it's also very wobbly, so I'm struggling to put it somewhere where it's not like shaking when I touch it or when a hamster walks up in it. And in the end, I do manage to find somewhere where it stands still. I really enjoy making creative setups for hamsters. The reason I'm setting this up like this is because I couldn't wait to do the main cage, and it's mostly just for my own fun. Like later on I'll be adding some fake flowers, which is just for me right now. Like I'm probably gonna remove them later. It depends on the hamster if it likes to chew and stuff. And also the teacup I will probably also be removing because it's not very practical, and I'll switch it out for a wheel if I can fit it in there. I was in the US in summer on holiday, and I kind of regret that I didn't buy some things there for hamsters, because there are some things there that you can't really get in Europe. And opposite, of course, there's way more things in Europe that you can't get in America, but there are some things there, like some specific beddings and stuff that I want to try, but I didn't get anything because I had to fit it all in a suitcase, and I already had so much stuff. I also want to add some blue bedding to act as water. I have like half a small pack of blue Carefresh, but I don't like the color of the blue Carefresh whatsoever, so I have tried to dye it, and it's currently drying, so I can't put it in a cage yet. But it doesn't seem to... I wanted it to be like a deep blue color, but it's pretty light, so I might have to dye it again before I can even put it in. I'm really excited to set up the main cage, and I hope the hamster is gonna like it and not hate it like most other hamsters I've ever had besides Lotus have. The genetics of hamsters in Norway is pretty bad, especially dwarfs. I'm going to paint some of the items, like the wheel probably, and a platform and bowls and stuff, in the theme of the name of the hamster. I'm not sure what the name is going to be soon, but like I've done previously for Midnight and Butterfly, like the butterfly on the wheel and stuff is still there. And I also broke one of my wooden wheels because I was not aware that it couldn't stay in water because the glue would loosen up the entire wheel. This is the first time that I have no hamster since I started keeping hamsters, and now I'm realizing how much stuff, like how many cork logs and wooden pieces I have, and I definitely don't need all of that, so I'm not very sure where I'm gonna store it. My room is currently a mess, as well as the bathroom. It's so full of stuff. And I've also cleaned out my bed and shelves and stuff because I'm also getting a new bed, so I won't have space for as much things anymore. There will definitely come another video whenever I set up the main cage, but however many there will be after that I'm not sure. It depends on the hamster. Like Lotus had the same setup for his entire life, while some of my dwarfs have had to have their setup changed pretty frequently. I'm adding some pieces from my garland that I had on the front of the cage to the back, and I just took them off the string, and I think it looks very cute. The colors of the mushrooms and the bowl and house and stuff all look so nice together. The main cage won't be as colorful because I don't have that many colorful items, and I got a few plants that I'm gonna have in the cage. If anyone has any cage theme suggestions, just put them in the comments. But I think I'm just gonna go with like basic natural probably. One thing that I really have wanted to do though is make an avatar cage theme. I did it once, but I didn't completely finish the cage setup, and that's also one of my favorite cages down in the Wonderland. So I never posted a video of it because I didn't finish, and now all of the videos are deleted, which is kind of sad. So I want to recreate that, but hopefully better, of course, but that might be hard. That cage theme was completely inspired by Hopping Hammy, the person that made me get hamsters, because I watched her cage tour videos when I was little, and then once in 2019 one of them came up again, and then I watched it, and then I became obsessed with hamsters. So this is what the cage looks like. It's only missing the water, which I'm adding, or blue bedding, which I'm adding under the cork log whenever that is dried.